Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Yes, this rocks!
So I really thought that this year was going to be a very slow year for music, but it turned out to be a much bigger surprise than I anticipated. Just in case if you are new to my show, when it comes to music, I do like to talk about bands/albums in pairs. So today, I'm going to bring to you guys two new albums that just came out in the past 2.5 months, and we're going to start with the first one, which is the band Everclear. I know that a lot of you who watch my show love Everclear's album from '97, So Much for the Afterglow. It is one of the greatest post-grunge albums ever made in rock music, but a lot of people don't know that even after Songs from an American Movie came out, there were more albums that followed. Now granted, they're not a trio anymore. Unfortunately, the last surviving member of the original lineup, Art Alexakis, who is the brainchild, I mean, if any other member would have left this band, there wouldn't be an Everclear. It's like if Roger Daltrey or Pete Townsend died, we wouldn't have The Who. Or if Mick Jagger or Keith Richards died, we wouldn't have the Rolling Stones. Art Alexakis is still the lead singer, and he's still the guy who writes all the music, writes all the songs, and Black is the New Black is probably their strongest album since So Much for the Afterglow. Their previous album, Invisible Stars, was very much reminiscent of So Much for the Afterglow, but this one has a real grunge/metal kick. There's no great songs to really talk about here because it's a great listen from beginning to end. The songs are perfectly paced, they've got that patented Everclear vocal and musicianship, but the most important thing is, you don't play favorites with this album. Any song, from American Monster to Safe to This Is Your Death Song, you won't hear a major difference. There's going to be nothing that stands out, and that's what makes an album a truly great album from beginning to end. As far as I'm concerned, Black is the New Black is one of the strongest Everclear albums in the history of this band, and I think it may in fact be one of the best albums to come out in music in all of 2015. The second album that we're going to talk about is another band that I've been following since their inception in '03, and that is The Darkness. Now, you probably remember the song I Believe in a Thing Called Love from '03 with their famous album Permission to Land, but not that many people know that there's been two more albums after that, and now their fourth. There's a total of 4 Darkness albums, and this album is called The Last of Our Kind, and it sends a very interesting message because a lot of famous rock musicians, from Gene Simmons to Billy Corgan, have basically been saying in the past couple of years that there is no such thing as rock and roll anymore. Rock is dead. It's now officially been taken over by pop, hip-hop, and what have you. Basically, music sucks. The Last of Our Kinds is not their strongest release, unfortunately, and it's not that it's a bad listen. I mean, it's got that patented Darkness vocal in Justin Hawkins, and they also have these very good blues riffs. I mean, I hear a lot of arena rock / real Led Zeppelin / Who sounds somewhere in the backgrounds, and even some Queen in their songs, but the problem with this album is the music is all over the place. A lot of the times, the vocals don't match the song, and because of that, I kind of feel weird when I'm listening to this album. Sometimes the songs are great, but sometimes the songs are not good. A way to explain this is the 9th track, which is called Hammer and Tongs. Great catchy hooks in the music, but the vocals to me just seem so out of whack. I just don't like them. But there are some very good songs on this album. Open Fire, Wheels of the Machine, Mudslide, Conquerors, Sarah Oh Sarah. They're great musically, but the complete package is left to be desired. I had no intentions of getting rid of this album. I'm a Darkness fan. I will see this band till the very end. The thing that I'm curious about is because they made such a major change, it makes me more interested to find out if there will be a 5th album, what is that sound going to be? If I compare it to the 3 albums before this, which are Permission to Land, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, and Hotcakes, this is probably their weakest release of the 4. So that's it, guys. 2 albums to talk to you guys about today. Of course, one really great album, one that is unfortunately left to be desired, but still worth a listen if you are a Darkness fan. I highly suggest that you give the Everclear album a listen. I really think it's going to blow your mind, especially if you didn't know that Everclear was still making music. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Post your comments in the box below, and actions speak louder than words.